Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good evening. So right now we're going to continue with the Animus event. So yeah, let's keep going. Currently we're on this floor, the final floor, floor 3, and we do have our entire map over here. I did look at a couple of these quests, and as you'll see, a couple of them will require you to spend a lot of resources. Looks like we'll have some gem spending or marks. And then also we have additional legendary souls, a couple of more mark spends. And then also some demigod scrolls that we could end up using. And some more marks, and some more marks. So I did also look at the math, and it looks like there won't be enough of these marks in order to spend. So we'll need to see at which parts we will actually spend the marks. I don't know if when we spend the marks on one quest, if it will actually count for another as well. And if it does, that'll be good, because then we could potentially pass all of them. And if not, then we're going to have to pick and choose which ones we will need to spend on. Right, so we have our first set of battles. Let's take a look at these bosses here. So we have Hansel the Vengeful. Let's take a look at his skills. Right, so whenever an ally spawns, they will get block. Whenever an enemy attacks, they will deal damage to 2 random enemies. And then at the beginning of the turn, we'll improve both of those skills by some block and some damage. All right, let's take a look at the other one here. This one is Mary the Blessed. Let's take a look at her skills. So at the start of the turn, she will get Mental Shield. Whenever she is attacked, will deal damage to the Warlord, and then also at the beginning of the turn, will improve that second skill by some damage. Okay, in terms of looking at the bosses, I think this one is going to be slightly harder than the other one because we'll see additional damage and the Mental Shield, so we'll actually need multiple heroes to attack, to break through the shield, and then deal damage. And then also here we have additional damage to our Warlord, which is going to add up over time. We have the other one, the Hansel the Vengeful, just looking at them. So they're going to have a little bit more block, and then whenever one of their heroes attacks, they'll eventually be able to wipe out our own board. So that's going to be a problem. We'll also won't have eventually some strong heroes. So I guess this will be slightly easier again, just because of the whole Mental Shield. But we are going to have a lot of our heroes taking damage. So we'll focus on this one. This is Hansel the Vengeful, as mentioned. They do have block, so whenever one of their heroes come to play, they will get block, which means that they are going to be harder to destroy. We'll need to have heroes with high attack in order to break through. Also, when one of the enemies attacks, they'll deal damage to 2 of our heroes. So if we have anything with heal, Mental Shield, high health, or immunity, that'll be good. Also, at the beginning of the turn, both of those skills will also improve. So if we actually have ways to get around these skills, whether by silence or some reflect damage, spikes, anything of the sort, to deal additional damage through the block, will be good. All right, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. All right, well, let's start with the hero with high health first. We'll go over here on D3. This Goliath here has some attack steal and also some damage to the enemies. We have the Frost Snow Queen over here, freezing one of our heroes, and then also setting one of the frozen heroes' health to 1. Let's take a look here. See enemy attacks. Oh, so in addition, we're going to take damage to our own heroes whenever we attack. Okay, I thought it was the other way around. Right, this is fine. What we'll do is look to get rid of this now. Thinking what we can do here. Do you know that we have some poison to some of the heroes? That could help out. I do want to protect this hero because we'll deal additional damage as well. Yeah! This will be fine. Let's clear this out. And you can see we're taking damage. That's not going to be good. Right, so we have the Balth the Warden. This one deals damage to our heroes with some splash. And then also when he dies, he will deal damage to our Warlord, also has flight and block. That's going to be a problem. We will need to clear this up. Let's go with... Ooh, I forgot about the block. That's going to be a problem. Guess we'll go with our damage skill to look to clear this out. Then also, I guess we're going to have to do a shuffle because of the amount of block here. Really didn't need to save our melee. So let's do that. Let's do a shuffle. Oh, we can actually just destroy it all together. That'll be good. So we have the York coming into play, dealing some damage, getting an attack boost. Okay, we have the General Zorma over here. When he's attacked, he will summon a copy, and then we'll also be able to deal additional damage. We'll do the destruction skill now to actually wipe it out, and then we'll be able to deal some more damage. Then we'll go next with this range. Yeah, we'll go with this range here over here on B1. This Madame Lotrix will summon some puppets before she attacks, and then we'll potentially be able to get some blockers, which we don't actually find, which is unfortunate. Let's see. We do have this Prince Nod over here. This one will deal extra damage to our melee heroes. Also has some spikes and some additional damage. You need to clear this out so we can deal some more damage over to Hansel. Let's go over here next on a 2 with this Yoster the Dawnglow. The Yoster will give us some health boost to our heroes at the end of the turn, and then also will deal some damage at the beginning of the next turn with our number of heroes. Okay, we will continue. We'll go next with this range hero on D1. The Strigara gets an attack boost for every one of our heroes. Okay, and we do have every one of these lanes guarded, so that'll help us defend against some damage. We have our Yoster dealing some damage at the beginning of the turn to get rid of the Frost. And then at this point, with no other heroes on the board, we can just skip the turn and attack on the open lane A. And there we go. So that was Hansel the Vengeful. As you can see, a lot of that damage did start to pile up, but once we had control of the field, then we were okay because their heroes didn't wipe us out. Alright, so we will continue. Okay, we have this quest over here. This one is spend 10,000 marks of destiny. We have no other way to pass it, and we do have enough marks, so thankfully we will just go to spend. So we'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Lux Sphere. At this point, we will start spending some marks. We will only spend 10k because we do need to spend marks for something else. And hopefully we do get some bonus marks in order to continue on with the quest. So we'll spin one time.
Legendary.
Okay. And then we'll spin a second time.
Legendary.
Okay, as you can see, we are complete with that quest. I am going to head back to the Animus and then also take a look at these other quests in the back. Doesn't look like it does count, so it looks like we will have to choose which place we actually do spend. So we will continue. We'll grab those marks. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, perform demigods, gods of war, or miracle summons 20 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 20,000 marks of destiny. As you can see, it did not count for the previous quest that we just did. So we will look to do this up. We'll do this quest up top. So perform demigods, gods of war, or miracle summons 20 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. We do have the demigod scrolls over here that we could do. And I suppose we could use our demigod scrolls. We could also, as mentioned, try to do the marks. But for now, we'll just do the demigod scrolls and use them and find a way to get them back later. All right, so we'll do a 10x in the summon hall. As you see, it does count for one quest. Looks like it's probably the daily quest. And we'll just open up all of these.
Epic. Epic.
Legendary.
Okay, not bad. Got 1k of Grandma.
Epic. Epic.
Gonna be quite a lot just open.
Epic. Epic. Epic.
All right, and then we will use the other 10x demigod scrolls in order to complete this.
Epic. 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 Epic.
I wonder what our legendary is going to be.
Epic. Epic.
Legendary.
Okay, not bad. 1k hoodoo. Always a good hero to end up splashing in your squad, especially against some higher ranked squads because of their high attack. Okay, so we are now complete. We will head back to the Animus and continue. Okay, we have this next battle over here. This is Mad Mechanic. Let's take a look at his skills. So whenever he is attacked, he will summon 3 electric towers to the allied cells. Okay, a couple things. Looks like they'll get additional summons once we attack. So we want to make sure that if we attack, we deal as much damage as we can with each attack. And if we do end up attacking, we want to have multiple attackers so that way we can clear out these electric towers, which we'll take a look at when we see the battle. All right, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, a couple things. So because once we attack, we're going to see multiple heroes show up. We want to start attacking on the top side, so that way we can avoid seeing, avoid leaving electric towers on the field. So in this case, let's go with this hero here on A2. Here are the electric towers that deal damage to our warlord, which is not good. Okay, let's see next. We have this Tengu Ravencrest. This one will give our heroes attack to 1 for 1 turn. We will have this Poison Floss, which actually deals poison damage to clear these out, so that's good. Let's go next with... Suppose we could actually go with this damage skill. And I do want to continue next. I want to go with... I think this will be good. Let's go with this hero next on a C2. Yeah, C3 is also good. So this Ogork, the leader, deals some random damage when he attacks. And that'll allow us to clear out some more of the... Oh boy, I guess we crashed. Oh, that's not good. Well, that stinks. All right, well, I guess we will have to come back later and get this done. All right, so we'll see you guys then. All right, guys, we are back. Looks like the crash did end up getting rid of one of our attempts. We did deal a little bit of damage, so that's good. Let's hop right back in and see if we can get this mad mechanic cleared out. All right, so let's start off with... thinking what's going to be best over here. Let's actually start with this melee hero on D3. Woo! Normally I would be placing this matriarch on the top, but I do want to use the splash ability in order to, as you see, deals damage to enemies around the target to clear out some of these extra electric towers. So in this case, we'll go next with this damage skill against the Tengu Ravencrest. And we'll also go with this melee hero here on A3. The Snake the Lizard Prince has resistance for a turn, so we can actually stop some damage. Okay, we have this Tesla X. This one here deals damage at the end of the turn for each hero. It also deals some damage to our warlord at the beginning, and also additional damage when any hero dies. We will need to clear this out now, if possible. I'm gonna go with... Ooh, let's see here. This might be good. Yeah, we're going to go next with the Count Vlad here on C3. Ooh. Well, that was not good. Silly Tesla X. Yeah, that Tesla X really did punish us because of those extra towers. We should have gotten rid of that first instead of trying to set up for a board wipe. All right, well, let us continue. And as mentioned, we will take that lesson from the last battle into account. Okay, this is not bad. We'll go with this melee hero over here on A3. This turn war gets some extra attack. We'll also be able to heal us whenever we deal damage. We take a lot of damage really quickly. All right, well, once again, the Tengu Ravencrest. We'll go with our reflection skill. And then we'll also, actually not our reflection skill, but our damage skill. We'll go next with this melee hero over here on D3. The Cowboss Wasteland Lord will give us some block, and then also allow us to reflect some damage. Okay, we have more of these towers that we do want to get rid of. I'm going to do a shuffle and see if we can find some heroes that can help us heal or deal some extra damage. Okay, this is that's not bad. Let's go next with our Danny Croc here on C3. You can see the Danny Croc doing some health steal rather, and getting rid of those towers. Okay, well, there's the Tesla X tower. Let's look to get rid of that. let's go next with this Freddy here on D3. We will curse all enemies except Chaos. And that'll actually allow us to deal some additional damage on those Tesla towers. Okay, we have the Mina Helsing here. This one will deal some damage whenever one of our heroes attacks. Let's see. Try anything to clear this out. We could do some more curse in radius 1. That'll be good. Yeah, let's go with the leader Nilin here on C1. They'd see additional heal from our turn more. See a lot of those towers. Okay, just enough in order to clear out heroes, but a lot of those extra summons really did punish us. Okay, well, we have the Eric the Grey here. This one will give some attack steal whenever one of our heroes appears. Also, we'll have a health boost. Our Freddy will be able to come back, so that's cool when he dies. The only problem is we're not going to be dealing enough damage. Got to find a way to heal with our turn more, which is good. Let's see. I think I would rather silence this hero because then he'll potentially be able to run through us. So we'll do our destruction skill to actually not destroy anything, but we will be able to silence this hero so that way we don't have to worry about the extra attacks given. And I guess we'll go... do one more shuffle to see if we can find a strong hero. This King Taurus here can actually give us some health back. So let's do that. Alright, thank goodness for that curse skill with the leader Nilin actually adding up and clearing out the towers very quickly. Okay, you can see that Tesla X tower giving us a pretty tough challenge here. Okay, we are probably going to be taking lethal next turn just because of the Tesla tower and then also the number of heroes on the board. Okay, thankfully the curse did hit the Tesla X tower with the leader Nilin. Okay, we had the Count Vlad over here dealing some damage at the beginning of the turn. Okay, we have the Freddy here giving some curse. But we do still have our King Taurus still around, and we still have our turn more, so we can still heal. And we'll continue. We'll summon a range hero behind the... We'll actually summon it behind the Kabas here, because we will need an attacker on this lane. Ooh, they have their own leader Nilin. And some additional damage. Right, well, we do have one other threat. We do have the Balsa Warden over here. This one will deal damage when he dies and also summons an extra copy of himself. We'll place it over here on C3. Or the Churn War can actually do its work after a couple of extra attacks. So there we go. So that was Mad Mechanic. We couldn't have done it without both the Churnmore to help us heal and then also the King Taurus to also help us heal. Right, so we will continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, get 1,000 legendary souls from chests. On the bottom here, we have spend 30,000 marks of destiny. We don't have enough marks, so we'll have to do this top quest. So this one is get 1,000 legendary souls from chest. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Summon Hall. What I'll actually do is close this out. And since it says Legendary Souls from Chest, I think it's going to be the same as other world events. So what we'll do is we'll close this out. We'll also skip that ad there. And then we'll head over to the League. We do have one Legendary Chest over here that should have enough souls because we are in League 1. So we'll open it up. Legendary. And as you can see, enough souls in order to get the quest done. And then also this chest does count as well. So we will now head back to the roadmap. And continue. Or the Animus, rather, and continue. Okay, well, we have our choices now. We have a battle and we have a quest. So let's actually take a look at the quest first. This quest here is spend 100,000 marks of destiny. And if we do, we'll be able to get 25,000 back. But again, we are nowhere close. So in this case, we'll do a battle. And this one here is Captive Yukki. Let's take a look at her skills. So whenever an enemy attacks, we'll give negative attack to a random enemy. Every 2 turns, we'll swap the enemy attack and health. At the start of the turn, we'll improve that first skill. And then at the start of the turn, we'll get Mental Shield. Okay, we got a lot of stuff going on here. So first of all, whenever an enemy attacks, we'll give negative attack to one of our heroes. So that means we need to have heroes with high attack. So that way we can take less of the attacks, the lowering of the attack, so we can still deal damage. Every 2 turns, we'll see an attack swap of our heroes with both attack and health. So if we have heroes with high attack, they're actually going to turn into heroes with high health and vice versa. And if we actually do have heroes with 0 attack, they'll turn to 0 health and then they will automatically die. So we don't want that. So we want to make sure that we have heroes with both high attack and high health so we can continue to still deal damage and then also keep our heroes alive. On top of that, we'll see that first skill improved by some negative attack, so that also means that it is going to get worse over time. So once again, if we do have heroes that can get around this, that'll be good. If we have some sort of cleanse, that will also help, because then we can get rid of the negative attack on our heroes and then still deal damage. Also at the beginning of the turn, they'll get Mental Shield, so we'll need multiple heroes to attack to not only break through the Mental Shield, but then also again to deal damage. So if you have heroes that can do multiple summons, multiple attacks, anything like that, we'll be able to get through here. Okay, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Also, hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Okay, so let's see. We got a lot of stuff going on here. We do have one immune hero right from the start. This Dark Iron Maiden has immunity as seen, and then also gives, before the attack, gives an enemy the ability, deals damage when he gets an extra attack. Also has a little bit of block, so that's cool. Let's place him over here on, we'll place him over here on D3. Okay, so we'll see the attack and health swap. Okay. Let's actually, I wonder if we can clear this out now. This will be fine. Let's actually go with our damage skill to get rid of this Regardius Diplius. And then also this hero as well. And then I'm also going to combo with this Grimoire Nightchild. So the Grimoire Nightchild deals some curse. And then Agency will deal some additional damage. And looks like we lost a hero. That's not what we want to see. I guess we'll continue. We'll go with this melee hero next on C3. See some negative attack. This High Tinker here summons a mini Tesla-X, which we could have used to actually deal some damage, but the Groot Silent Guardian did silence it. Alright, so in this case, let's see. Not too concerned about this Groot. We're going to just continue to deal damage. Let's go next with this we'll go next with this range hero over... Ooh, not even. We're actually going to let the lower attack hero break the shield, and then we'll continue dealing damage. So let's go next over here on this D1. Okay, I didn't see that negative attack, and then the health swap did destroy that. Okay, let's see. We have the Lady Medusa over here. This one will deal some attack steal from our male heroes, also freeze the enemies in the line for a turn. I do like having this Vanikori, which actually reflects some damage. We'll place it over here on B2, so that way we can get some support for it later. So we'll take some damage from the bolts here with the extra death. Okay, we don't have anything over here. Do need to find a way to clear this out. Let's get rid of the bolts, so that way we don't see additional copies come out. Yeah! We'll do some damage, and that's okay. Okay, so much for the damage there. Let's see. So these heroes are actually going to be pretty weak because of the amount of toxin happening on them. We had some way to actually deal additional damage, that'll be good. Oh, you know what? We have spikes at the end of the turn, that'll help us. We'll place the Prince Nod over here on B3 to potentially use our spikes to stop this hero. Alright, we'll use our destruction skill now. Wipe out those heroes. Our Prince Nod is actually going to die next turn because of the health and attack swap. And let's actually go with this. We'll only be able to deal one more round of damage. I think we're probably going to take lethal on the open lane A or C. But we'll do what we can. Okay, Okay, we'll see the attack and health swap.
Whoa!
Okay, we have one more turn, so that's good. Let's go with this range hero over here on D1. Okay, we do have some damage at the end of the turn, so that's good. And we do have some protection over here with our Tiling Dragon Dance and the Mushus. So let's protect more of our heroes. Let's go next. Let's see here. This Discordia here deals damage to our melee heroes when she dies. We'll go with the Silent skill. And, oh, they're actually going to die. We need to find a way to give these heroes an attack boost. Otherwise, they are going to stick around. Let's see. Break the shield here. Guess we can go like this. Rather damage there. How much is negative attack? It's going to give that. I would rather guarantee that we deal damage. So let's go here. Yeah. So we use the Grace to give our heroes an attack boost. And we will be taking damage on the open lanes, either one. So as you can see, that's okay. It was better for us to deal damage rather than just try to defend. Right, we dealt a little more than halfway of health, so that's good. We'll hop right back in and look to clear them out. Okay, so this time around, we do have... this melee hero is not bad. Yeah, sure, why not? You know this Jaxie the Thunderfist has some extra attack, which will allow us to deal some damage. We do have the Kong Monkey King over here with some reflect damage when he's attacked, also some block. Let's see. No good way to actually get rid of him. I'm going to go with our damage skill, and then I'm actually going to continue. I'm going to go with this... Let's go with this melee hero next on C3. So the Arthur Frostblade gives us a health boost to our allies at the end of the turn. So much for that. Not anymore. All right, that is okay. We'll do our destruction skill to actually... do I want to get rid... Yeah, we'll get rid of these. Okay, and we'll also continue. We'll go with another hero with some pretty decent stats. Let's go over... Let's go here on D3. Okay, this is good. We have the Sir Lancelot. He helps us put block on our heroes, and then also whenever one of our heroes are attacked, they will reflect damage. That'll help us clear out some heroes. We're going to go next with the Apep here on A3. Apep will give a reborn to one of our heroes, which in this case will be the... would have been the Sir Lancelot, but we did have some silence here. Let's take advantage of this. Let's go with some... Yeah, this will be fun. Let's go next with the Koba here on B3. The Koba deals some poison at the end of the turn. And we're taking some additional damage. That was all right. We'll go with the Silent skill, actually, because of the Koba, and then also, for the same time, the Bolts, with some flight blocking our Koba. And we'll go with, let's see, damage over there, damage there. Yeah, this will be fun. We'll go with the Yori Shadow Dagger here. Deal some additional damage to the ranged enemies, and clearing out the, what do you call it? The Regardus. Okay, so at this point, we do have the Shriek the Fiery Heart here with some additional damage. Gonna summon the Misora here on C3. The Misora will create a copy of herself when she attacks, and then that'll allow us to get an additional attacker on the board. Okay, at this point, we do want to block the way. We'll go next with our... range hero over here on D3. And the reason why we put this hero on D3 is because the Koba himself had low attack, and so we'd want the hero with low attack to attack first to break the shield, and then we can deal more damage that way. Alright, we'll do another shuffle to find another range hero. In this case, we do find a pretty decent one. We'll go with the Aphrodite here on B3. She'll deal some damage at the end of the turn based upon the health of one of the heroes, which in this case was the Koba, and there we go. So that was Captive Yukki. Alright, so we will continue. Alright, we have our next battle over here. This one is Noble Warrior. Let's take a look at his skills. So before an enemy attacks, they will get negative attack, and then at the end of the turn, we'll deal damage to enemies with 0 attack. Okay, a couple things. So it looks like our heroes are going to get pretty weak once they attack. So we want to make sure that we can actually deal additional damage to the Warlord by means of maybe poison, curse, additional damage at the end of the turn, something like that. If we have immunity too, that will also get around this skill. And then also, as you can see, we'll take damage to our heroes with 0 attack. So I wonder if that means also our buildings. So we probably want to shy away from summoning buildings if possible. And if we have heroes with less than 70 attack, then we are automatically going to have them destroyed. So again, we want to make sure we have heroes with high attack to get around this skill. If we have cleanse too, that will also help. So yeah, we'll see what we end up drawing and take it from there. All right, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, so we do have some heroes. They're not too strong right now, as I see, but this should be okay. This hero here gets an attack boost for every order hero, so that'll be a little something. We're gonna summon this order hero first over here on the 1. That we can start setting up for additional damage. Right, so we have this ghost over here. This one deals additional damage when one of the enemies attacks. We will need to find a way to destroy that. Just gotta do some math. So let's see, so 156 plus 33, that's 189 minus 70. So that actually is good enough to destroy that. So let's look to clear. Also get rid of it in another way, but just to be safe. All right, we have some additional damage happening. That's not good. We'll go with our damage skill. And then we have this TNT Crazy Demolitionist. This one deals damage to our, deals adjacent damage when our heroes die. Also deals some additional damage to radius 2, and then also some damage runes, as you can see over here. We have no way to clear this out. We do, actually, I'm sorry. We do have this Circuit Sense Corp. This one deals some additional damage to one of the enemies. We'll place it over here on... Oh, I guess I probably shouldn't have done our damage skill. This is fine. We'll go with the circuit here on D3 and see clearing out the TNT with our random damage from the circuit. Okay, let's see. We have the Tesla X over here, deals damage to our Warlord at the end of the turn for every hero. Also additional damage when one of our heroes dies. I'm going to do a shuffle to find a hero that can actually destroy that, because that is going to deal damage over time. Okay, nothing quite yet. We'll do additional shuffle to find another hero. And we actually do find a hero over here. This is good. We will silence it with the Groot, just so we don't take that additional damage. Okay, at this point, we can actually wipe out both of these heroes. I'm not too sure if we need to destroy this now, though. Here. You know, I am going to take advantage of this. Let's go with our destruction skill to clear out both these heroes. And then we'll go next with this. We'll go next with the Apollo here on E2. This Apollo will give us a mental shield to 2 of our heroes whenever an enemy appears. And then we'll also be able to get an attack boost whenever the mental shield breaks. Let's see, this Scrap King of Garbage will still be around. Also does some attack steal. It has 0 attack right now, which is good, but it still has the attack steal skill, which is bad. So what we'll do is let's see, can't destroy it right now. We'll do the silence to actually just stop it. And then we'll continue and we'll go with this hero. Let's go with this hero here on, I wonder if this will make sense. This will be fine. Let's actually go with this Hoodoo here on the C2. And so the reason why we went with the Hoodoo is because he summons a Reflect Totem. And that Reflect Totem, this Mad Totem over here, which will give us an attack boost whenever one of our heroes are healed. And then we'll see heal happen when one of our allies die. Okay, so let's see. We are going to continue blocking for our heroes. Let's go next with this. We'll go next with this melee hero on D3. This Shaolin will give us an attack boost to our heroes, and then also when he dies, he deals damage to one of the enemies. Okay, let's see. We have another Tesla X, which is not good. Gotta find some way to get rid of that. Let's see. I guess we'll go with this melee here with the high tech. Okay, and just, a little short on damage. Ugh, and that Tesla X is going to now destroy us because we couldn't destroy it from last turn. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Probably should have used our shuffle in order to break through here. All right, so we will be taking lethal because of that. I guess we'll just summon a hero and see what happens. Yep, yeah, we did take lethal because of, once again, it was the Tesla X. Ugh. All right, well, since we know what the target is going to be, let's hop right back into battle and look to clear that out. Okay, let's start with this melee hero over here on D3. The Diana Amazonian Queen gets an attack bonus every time we attack the Warlord. So that'll actually help us out in order to clear some stuff out. Let's see, we'll go with our damage skill next. And just to be safe, I'm going to play this Flight hero over here on A1. This Hanako deals, let's see, gets a... Oh, it does nothing at this point. Oh, that's fine. All right, we have this ghost over here dealing some additional damage. As mentioned, we will need to clear that out. Just got to do the math again. So 72 minus 70, so that's 144. 142, which we don't have. We'll do a shuffle to see if we can find a hero that can actually destroy this. We don't. Guess we'll do one more shuffle. And we also don't. We do have an immune hero, so that's kind of good. Yeah, actually the immune hero will actually break through. We'll use that to destroy the Ghosta. And then we don't have to worry about the Ghosta destroying our Diana, so that's good. So, once again, the Tesla X. Let's go next with this range hero over here on B1. Yeah. So the red woman here gives us some vampirism to our heroes before they attack. We also deal some extra damage once we attack. We use vampirism to get rid of the Warlord. We'll continue over here. We'll go next with this. We'll go next with this range hero over here on A1. This Vixen will deal some damage at the beginning of the turn, equal to its attack. Just getting through here. Let's see. I do know that we do have some vampirism. I do know that there's going to be some damage that happens here. I want to save our destruction skill for later. So I guess we'll just keep on going and deal damage this way. Yeah! And we do want to guard our lanes just to make sure that we don't take damage. Right, so we do have additional damage with our Vixen, so that is good. Go next with another hero with high attack. Yeah! And there we go. So that was Noble Warrior. Okay, we will continue. All right, we have this next battle over here. This is Black Herald. Let's take a look at his skills. So at the start of the turn, we'll get Mental Shield, and then every 5th turn, we'll summon black monoliths to all empty allied cells. Okay, a couple things. Looks like they will get Mental Shield at the beginning of the turn, which means that we'll need to have heroes with either multiple summons or multiple attacks to break through the Mental Shield and then deal damage. And then on the 5th turn, we'll see these black monoliths happen to all empty allied cells, so we want to make sure that we clear out... Not really sure if we actually want to leave heroes on the field in order to avoid seeing the black monoliths, or if we do, once we see the black monoliths, we will need to destroy them. So yeah, so let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, so first of all, let us start. This will be fun. Let's actually go with this melee hero over here on D3. This prince will summon an archer, a couple of archers behind themselves, and then also when an enemy dies, we'll summon a squire. And we summon him on D3, so that way those squires can actually come up on top, so that way we can then break through the shield easier and then deal damage. Right, we have the Poison Floss over here. This one deals some poison damage to our heroes, also deals gets a health boost at the end of the turn. We'll go with our damage skill to actually mark these for destruction for later. We'll also go next with this Tengu here on D1. Gives us a little bit of attack boost when it comes into play. Also, we'll set the enemy attack to 1 for a turn. Slowing heroes down a little bit, so that's good. Let's go next with, let's see. We can't actually attack on this lane. I don't want to see additional poison happen, so we'll do our destruction skill. You can see we get an additional attack boost for the squires coming out and play, and also give an attack boost to allies with block. The Tengu here gives all of our heroes an attack boost whenever we summon a nature hero, so we can actually use this hero next. Just want to figure out where we're going to go. Probably here on a 2. And this certain Arch Druid, he can't attack right now because he's a melee hero in front of the Squire, or a Squire in front, but we do have this mini Vanakori, and that'll help us out a little bit. Okay, we have this Koba Temple Keeper here, poisons our heroes at the end of the turn. Also, will heal the Warlord, which is not good because we don't want to see heal happen. Let's see, we'll summon a Stone Golem once he dies. We'll summon another nature hero in order to give us enough of an attack boost. So the Prince will get through, and then the Tengu will get through. Okay, we have the Shearshaw over here. This one will deal damage to one of the heroes around once he kills. Also gets an attack boost before he attacks, and then also a health boost. Thankfully with our Tengu, it wasn't enough damage for him to actually wipe out the rest of our board. So what we'll do is, I guess we can just run it over, so that'll be fine. I thought we had an additional hero to deal with. Oh, this is also a nature hero too. Alright, so we got a little bit, some more combos. Ouch. Okay, what just happened? Okay, so when they come into play, these black monoliths will deal damage to our heroes in the line, and then also will deal damage to our warlord. Ouch. We have no way to silence. We do have some form of protection, I suppose. Could deal damage there. Healing would be really good right now. We'll do a shuffle to find some way to get through these. This will be good for... no, actually. Does it just deal damage once? Right? We just make sure. Alright, we're going to find out. We're going to place this building here on D1. Okay, I guess it does. Alright, so that's good. This Void Jewel here will give us some mental shield before the enemy attacks. We can actually control what is going to happen next. Doesn't look like we're going to get sudden deaths. I suppose we could find a way to deal some additional damage to the Warlord, though. I do want to control what we end up destroying. Let's go next with... oh, those monoliths, though. We have 4 turns to break through. Well, we can go with this melee hero here on E3. The Ariak Nemesis weapon here has invulnerability, so we can stop that. Okay, looks like we do have a way to actually clear this out. We have the Mr. Devil here, which deals damage to all heroes. They could actually use to break through here. Sure. I suppose we could wait one more turn as well, just to make sure that we have enough heroes to break through. I want to take advantage of that, so let's go next with this melee hero here to block. You know this Dehoran gets some resistance. That's not good. Well, that's just unfair. Right, well, we are going to be taking lethal now just because of the hoodoo that we allowed. It's kind of unfortunate. We do one more shuffle, see if we can find some additional damage. And we don't, so we are going to be taking lethal here. And we also did get rid of our Aphrodite too. Oh, you know what? We do have our mental shield. Oh, we are still going to be around, I suppose. Let's go with the hero here. Okay, we are going to see, once again, those other heroes, so we need to deal some other form of damage. Another additional damage here. We can just silence the Shearshaw. And I'm actually going to go with our... We have nothing here. Yeah, that's just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are the monoliths. Yummy. Right. So we did deal quite a bit of damage. What we should have done, we should have actually waited for those monoliths and actually waited for them to pass before we destroy the next round. So, given that's the case, we're going to head back into that battle, and we're going to use our newfound knowledge to defeat them now. Okay, so let's start with... let's start with this range here over here on D1. This Merton Care will summon a rabbit, and that will allow us to get an extra summon. Okay, we have the Melee of Forest Daughter here with some poison to our heroes. Also, will deal some additional damage when poison happens. I do need to clear this out. Let's go... Ooh, this is going to be good. Let's go next with our melee hero here on B2. The Eternal Sun, Amaterasu Eternal Sun, gives us some mental shield to heroes around. Let's go next. We have the Eric the Grey over here with some attack steal. That's fine. Yeah, let's actually do a little bit of healing with this Alexandria. We'll also silence the Eric the Grey, so no more of the attack steal. Also, you see the Eternal Sun giving us some mental shield to our heroes. I do want to protect them. Let's go next with this hero here on B1. The Aharon God's Will here will deal some phantom attack. Also allow us to deal some attack steal. Okay, we do have some shield break. That is okay. I do know that this Koba will deal some poison at the end of the turn. Don't have anything to break this. We're going to wait one more turn. We're actually going to summon... Let's see. Actually, we can just summon this range hero over here just to destroy it. Alright, we're going to see the monoliths. Here we come. Okay, now to play it smart. So, we can't summon additional heroes because we are going to be taking damage. I do need to get rid of the stone golem, though, because it will poison. So let's go... Guess we'll just break it with this melee hero. Okay, we are healing a little bit from this life palace from the Alexandria, so that's good. We'll get rid of the Sheer Shah. Let's go next with... Let's go next with the Mina Helsing here on B1. This Mina Helsing will deal some additional damage once one of the enemies attacks.
Whoa!
If they ever attacked. Oh no! We're going to potentially take lethal here. We do need to block with melee hero, otherwise the Eternal Sun here is going to give lethal because of the hoodoo. So we'll go with a hero with actually... We'll go with our damage skill first. And then we'll go next with our, we'll go next with this Queen Anata here with some poison. Oh, we're gonna take lethal now. I just realized this. I forgot about the poison getting rid of the, what do you call, the monoliths. All right, well, we are gonna clear this out now for sure because of the low health. So yeah, let's hop right back in. Okay, we're going to deal as much damage as we can to this boss right now. So let's go with this melee hero over here on D3.
Yeah!
Okay, this is fine. We'll go next with our damage skill. We'll also summon this immune hero, just so that we don't have to deal with those monoliths for later. Okay, and let's see. What we just got to do is just break the shield once. So we'll do that. And there we go. So finally, that was Black Herald. Alright, we will now continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, spend 3,500 gems. On the bottom here, we have spend 50,000 marks of destiny. we have no other spots to actually spend the Marks of Destiny for a quest. So we can actually try to do this bottom quest down here and then see if we maybe get some bonus marks. So yeah, let's hit the go. And this brings us back to the Lux Sphere. We'll spend our marks and see what we can get.
Legendary.
And we do get, ooh, we actually get a fair amount of marks. That's kind of nice. Why did it say spend 10,000 marks as a quest? That was so weird. Sure, I guess we'll keep going at it.
Legendary.
Okay, we're getting some more marks. Why is this still showing up? This is so weird. We have 30,000. That's nice. Keep spending.
Legendary.
We have 40,000. All right. That is unfortunate. We are going to get some more bonuses over here, so that's good. I guess we're stuck with this other quest up top then. This one is spend 3,500 gems. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Summon Hall. What I'll actually do is we will start a lot of sessions in regards to this by going over to the Legendary Draft. And so we do have a couple of sessions, and so because of that, we will do this offline, and we will see you guys later. All right, guys, we are back. Currently, we're on that quest to spend 3,500 gems in the Animus, so we have done that offline thanks to a whole bunch of Legendary Draft, and so we will now continue. Okay, we are on the final boss of Animus Floor 3. Let's go check it out. This is Prince Astaroth. Let's take a look at his skills. So at the start of the turn, we'll set all the enemies' attack to 1. Whenever an enemy attacks, we'll deal damage to a random enemy. At the start of the turn, we'll improve that second ability by some damage, and then also some block. Okay, a couple things. So first of all, they are going to set our heroes' attack to 1. So we want to make sure that we have heroes with immunity, so that way we actually are able to attack. If we have some way to deal extra damage, that would be good, because otherwise we won't be able to deal damage to them. Whenever one of our heroes attacks, we'll deal damage to one of our heroes. So again, immunity is another thing to avoid taking this damage. At the beginning of the turn, we'll improve that second skill by some damage. And then also they have block. So that block is actually going to stop that first damage over here. So we want to have, just to recap, we need heroes with high attack, immunity, if possible, and probably some high health in order to actually take the damage. And then also some ways to deal additional damage to the Warlord, whether that means by maybe poison, curse, I don't know, damage at the end of the turn, something like that. Right, so yeah, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And while we have 11 attempts here, we could potentially wait for some more. You can kind of see the timer in the back. But yeah, let's try and do this and see what happens. Okay, so we don't have anything right now immediately that goes for damage. I know it says, what it says. It says at the start of the turn. So I wonder if that means that we still be able to deal damage first. I do know that we can actually steal health from them one time, so that's kind of nice. Never really used this holdup before. We can kind of try it out. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll put someone over here on D3. We'll be able to attack once, and we'll be able to do some health steal, so that's good. Okay, we took some additional damage right off the bat. This Mr. Devil coming to play, dealing some damage to heroes. Also, let's see, deals additional damage to our Warlord. That's not good. All right, we will potentially... Oh, okay, so I guess this means that we'll be able to at least deal one form of damage first. Probably want to just focus damage on the heroes, or not the heroes, but rather the Warlord. We can use our damage skill to clear out heroes for later. Let's go next with the Storm Rage here on C3. And the Storm Rage also deals some damage when he dies, which is really nice. Okay, we have the... Ooh, let's see here. Okay, so Mr. Devil, not too much of a problem. I'm actually going to attack next with this General Zorma with some additional damage. You can see right there when he attacks. Also, he'll summon a copy of himself once he's attacked, and those copies can also get this damage skill. Alright, so let's see. Because of that, we have the TNT Crazy Demolitionist with some damage runes. We're going to go with our damage skill now, just to mark these for damage, and keep them around. We actually do have a building here that can heal us, which is really nice. Let's actually place this over here. We'll get some health back. We can potentially get some mental shield at the end of the turn to two of our heroes. Keep them around for a bit. Alright, clearing out some additional heroes. Let's go next with, let's see, we still want to keep attacking. So let's actually go with our damage skill to get rid of this Anak Princess Dragon with the flight. Okay, and then also, since we want to keep attacking still, let's go next with this mariachi. This one will give spikes to our heroes and also deal some additional damage with its health right here. Okay, we have the, let's see. We have the Frost Snow Queen. This one will freeze one of our heroes when an order hero comes into play. Also sets the health of it to 1. Don't want to destroy any of our own stuff. You know, we could potentially get some extra heroes. That'll be good. Just actually go with this iceberg here. Has a little bit of block, so that's good. Ouch. Okay, we have this Mina Helsing. This one will get extra attack, also deal some extra damage to our warlord whenever one of our heroes attacks. We're going to use our silent skill now, and we'll have no more skills at this point, and we'll just stop the extra damage. And we do want to clear out this hero, so let's go next with this Toxic Mantis. On you. Oh, never mind. We had that random damage happen. That was a problem. Okay, we're still dealing extra damage with our Echo of the Void. This Triton the bottom Herald will silence our hero that attacks. Don't have anything over here. Let's go... Let's do a shuffle to find some useful heroes. We could get some health back. If we had some way to actually destroy this, that would be really good. But we'll do one more shuffle. And, ooh, we do have an immune hero. That's nice. Yeah, let's take advantage of that. Okay, so this old god here has immunity. We can actually prevent the damage. And we'd also just freeze some range heroes. So that actually stops the TNT for now. We could use our own... oh, you know what? I forgot about this. So the old god over here will silence... Whenever an ally of ours gets silenced, we'll steal health from the warlord. And so, actually, we can take advantage of that. We could deal additional damage that way, but I do want to take advantage of our TNT. Let's go over here on B1, just to get some damage wounds. Okay, we will need to stop the Mr. Devil. So let's go next with... how much damage are we going to be taking over here? Is 179 to a random enemy. So that could be potentially that, potentially that. You know, I do want to have more heroes silenced, but I do need to take care of this Mr. Devil. So let's actually go with this Eric the Grey here on the D3. Oof. Okay, well, we can actually deal one more form of damage. Actually, 2 forms of damage, let's see. Now, we can only deal one more form of damage, so let's actually go with a little bit more. We'll go with the... Actually, you know, we'll just force a silence. We'll steal a little bit of health, we'll deal a little bit of damage, and then we will take lethal here because of the open lane. But that is okay. We actually dealt quite a bit of damage. I thought we were going to deal a lot less. A little more than half. Okay, sure, yeah. Okay, well, let's hop right back in. Probably should have taken more advantage of the Triton, but that is okay. Alright, so this time around we have our own Triton. Okay, that's cool. Let's go with, let's see, their damage skill first. Okay, we are going to focus more on damage, so let's go next with... Yeah, this Triton is going to be okay. He has high health. Also gives us some health back to our warlord, which is really nice. Also silences a hero. And this is whenever an enemy attacks. Okay, so even if we attack the warlords. So we really do want to focus damage to the warlord. Let's go next with the... We'll go the Justia here on A2. The Justia will help us give us an attack boost to our heroes once they attack. Okay, we'll go with the damage skill next to look to clear out some of these heroes. We'll go with the Ghost next on a 1. Dealing some additional damage when one of our heroes attacks. Okay, all these heroes are gone now. Let's see. Don't want to use our destruction skill quite yet, as we have to face this Eternal Sun with some mental shield. We're going to go with the Bastet over here on a 1. Or, or B2, actually. Dealing some damage, breaking the shield. Okay, we have our mental shield skill, so that's good. Let's go get rid of this hero. And then we'll go with this hero with the high attack on A3. They do have a little bit of block, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to stop the extra damage skills. The extra TNT, Crazy Demolitionist damage runes, so we'll do a silence. And we'll keep going. Let's go with... I'm going to take the chance that we actually keep this Blair around. So we're going to go next with attacking on B2. Okay, we have the Mina Helsing here with some extra damage to our Warlord. I'm going to do Shuffle, actually find some way to get rid of both these heroes if possible. Nothing quite yet. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, this has evasion, so never mind. We'll do another Shuffle, see what we can find. And we actually do find... Ooh, we have a hero over here, Axe, on a 2. Gets a mental shield because of the Blair. And he also got an attack boost for himself, which also allows us to clear both these heroes out. Okay, we have the Fury of the Great Warrior here with some extra attacks. I do want to clear this out to avoid taking additional damage. And we're going to be taking 147, so we just need a hero that can actually take this damage. We'll summon... Ooh, we don't want to summon this Chaos Hero because this is going to give an additional attack. But I could still... might still keep it around. Oh, we don't have any other choice, so... Yeah, I guess we're going to have to do it. Okay, we'll just at least get rid of the Fury. Okay, and at this point we are probably going to be taking lethal next turn, just because of this Mr. Devil. So we're just going to use our turn here just to deal damage to the boss. And that is okay. We have taken lethal again. This time we have dealt a little bit more damage. We could potentially just need 2 more attempts just to get through the Prince Astaroth here. So let's keep going. As mentioned, we are going to be using our turns to focus more on damage because their health is much lower than it was before. So let's actually go... Oh, you know what? We have this Fury at the beginning of the round. Let's place it over here on A3. Some random damage, which is okay. But we'll get as much damage as we can to the boss and take as little damage over to our Fury as possible. Okay, so we have the Mr. Devil here again. We're going to go with our damage skill just to look to clear this out. And, ooh, not be able to destroy this. Yeah, this will be fun. Okay, we're just going with the Regardus here with the high attack. That's some damage skill clearing those out. Damage skill will actually clear this out too, so we'll go next with the high attack with... Yeah, the Strick is here is actually fine. No, actually, the Strick can be used to mark for damage, so let's do that. Okay, this is fine. We did see some mental shield given to our Hanzo-sama, and then we did see the counterattack and the silence. That's fine. We'll do our destruction skill so we can actually deal some damage. I'm actually going to go next with this Tesla X on D2. And the Tesla X will deal some additional damage whenever one of the heroes dies. Okay, we'll also deal some damage at the beginning of the turn. So let's actually silence this Mina Helsing. We'll go next with this, what do you call, Sheer Shot on A3. And some damage at the end of the turn, and there we go. So that was Prince Astaroth. And after all that, let's see our rewards. Got some gold and marks. And then we actually will get some diamond rewards. So let's open this up. Okay, not bad. We got some marks, got some Miracle Summon Scrolls, and a fair amount of Hoodoo. Not bad. Okay, and as you can see right here, it actually says Animus completed. This journey is over. Wait for a new one and come back for more rewards. Yes, please. Oh, I wonder... Oh, are they going to prevent us from spending these marks? We'll hit the finish and see what happens. All right, we can still do it, so that's cool. All right, well, let's see what we can do. Let's head over to the Lux Sphere. And let's skip the animation. Spend.
Legendary.
Got some runes back, so that's good. We can potentially get this next reward. And keep spinning.
Legendary.
And we're one short. And we can't buy any either. If we hit the spin, not enough crystals, we'll go to, don't want to purchase. And that is way too expensive. So we'll just head back. We'll go to the rankings and see what's up. Ooh, and look, I am number 1. That's cool. So that means that assuming nobody else finishes over here, we're going to get all these rewards. Nice. All right, so, well, that was the Animus. That was the first time we actually did complete this. They also did make those changes, so that's why. And, yeah, we also did a lot of legendary draft along the way. Not too bad, just took quite a while. So, yeah, we will see you guys later. This is Happysplasher. Signing off.